Ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about nations going for AI. In this very modern world, you can't do it the way you did it. You have to change. Everybody has to change. We were talking about nations, how they are acting in this race of an AI-first nation. And we would like from the level of statehood going to the private level. So meaning, of course, states have to become AI-enabled, but companies have to do too. And in order to that, and to get how companies are doing that, how companies are working on that aim to be AI-enabled, I would like you to bring to you one of the best of the best. He is talking about, he is from IBM, and he is talking about how an enterprise can join the fast lane in order to get to be AI-enabled. He was talking about, he will show you how a hybrid cloud and AI can co-pilot to the next era of innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Bavaria. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the best Bavaria gets. Christian Geckeis, Vice President and Head of Sales of IBM Technologies. Christian, come on, get on stage.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. So, what's top of mind here at GITEX, and what's top of mind of business AI leaders? It's, of course, no surprise, artificial intelligence, but it's as well what you're doing with it. It's infusing business processes, it's innovating at business processes, but also in how we run IT these days. We want to have the help of AI in everything. What other topics are top of mind? Big data, with AI, for AI, but even beyond and without AI, data and data management, how to deal with data, is a huge topic we have in the business leaders. And as well, this guy, the hacker that is attacking you, has become a little bit smarter with the help of AI. So also top of mind in business leadership. And then all those stuff has to run somewhere, on one cloud, on two clouds, on multi-cloud, or on premises. So hybrid cloud is a big topic for all business and IT leaders these days. And around the corner is quantum computing. Not science fiction. Today it's science fact, actually. So I will talk a little bit about where we are with quantum and how this will disrupt the industry. And I would say, sadly enough, digital sovereignty has become more and more a topic. So to think about who you are depending on, how you can be independent, where your data is flowing, very big topic here in Europe, big topic in Germany, but big topic, as we just heard, around the world. So it is not a surprise that the average CIO or Chief Transformation Officer is looking like this at night. 2 o'clock in the morning, lying awake, wrapping her head around, how can I get all those things done? And how did we get here in the industry? So we started in the 70s, 60s with very easy applications on single system. Then you had another application on another system. And then later on, they were connected, and you had your mobile devices coming on. So, and today, you have a microservices, multi-application, multi-hybrid mesh we are talking to. So today's apps, like the ones on your phone, but all business apps as well, consist of so many systems that are in a complex network of systems that it's hard to manage, hard to optimize, hard to secure. And when we're looking at the usual, I would say, big company in Germany, almost 50% of the workloads are in cloud, either in public clouds or in SaaS applications, and 50% is in private environments like private cloud or on-premises. And that brings a little bit of complexity those companies have to deal with. So there's hundreds of softwares being used in the enterprise, and a lot of inconsistencies in all layers. And to what does that lead? This leads to outages, because you have this connected mesh, and if a single component fails, you're in trouble. You have siloed apps, so data is not flowing from left to right. You either have performance issues, or you have a lot of waste in money especially, because you are over-provisioned in many ways to prevent from outages. So all this is big problems why the CIO is awake at night. And the companies are getting slower despite all of that technology they are using. They have bigger challenges in planning it, they have a higher risk of being attacked, and they have exploding costs, not with always the business benefits coming along with them. And this happened because everyone started cloud with, hey, let's put this new application on the cloud, and the old stuff we're doing on-prem. And the next application we're doing on the cloud, or we migrate. This is a hybrid I call it hybrid by accident, because this is more like as you go. And to solve all that, companies want to switch to a hybrid by design approach, where you accept that you have those multiple cloud applications and on-premises underneath, but the flexibility to switch and to have abstraction layer on the data side, on the application side, and on the user level. So what we as IBM do, we are not against the cloud providers. They are our biggest partners. We are helping clients to manage this multi-cloud and multi-hybrid mesh. And it's not only our idea. Rackspace recently asked the big companies here in the region, and they said 90% of them will revise their public cloud strategy over the next 2 years. So a big change is happening. As well with the geopolitical things happening, people are more aware of how fast can I get from here to there, what happens if I need to be decoupled, so big topics. All of this brings a big conflict of interest or big target conflict with it. You want the maximum outcome, the maximum performance at the lowest cost. Easy to put on the slide, hard to achieve. And so we see in today's companies a lot of people like this, operation teams juggling all those different priorities that trying to optimize this cloud, optimize my storage, optimize mainframe or whatever. So we see a lot of manual tasks in adapting every day and trying to save cost, but keeping performance up and business outcomes. And what's good is that AI can help here. And how does that work? So look at the usual car manufacturer. A car manufacturer has two basic business processes: building cars and selling cars. And for these two business processes, they use endless services. In a connected application mesh, they need to organize and to optimize. And we have the approach that we look at two hemispheres: the business side, the cost side. How is the cost connected to your IT services? Which IT services are needed to produce this car, to sell this car? And what is the optimal SLA you need that you have it at the least possible cost with the right business performance? And then comes the other hemisphere, which is the technical side. That is then, how do you make it really happen? So that it's not just something for controllers, but it's something for techies and make your life easier. And I will not read through that, as you can imagine, but the concepts are pretty simple. You give full transparency on your business requirements and how IT services are related. Then you optimize everything, this application mesh, and then you operate it on a daily basis, and you change it as your requirements are changing. So you need to adapt every day to the new requirements of the business, to the new requirements of your service. And this is all done by AI. And then you have amazing results like this, which is usually not possible. You reduce your planning time by 75%, you reduce your cost by 30%, and you have an increased uptime and a better client experience. So usually this does not work, but it works with AI in IT operations. And don't forget this guy, the hacker that is smart. And security is always a topic, but it has become even worse because that hybrid cloud and hybrid multi-layer mesh can be attacked very easy, and AI itself is a security threat. Not only the hacker with the smart AI, but your AI you're putting on the web can be used to attack your own company. And in a very short nutshell, our concepts try to cover the identity of a user across this multi-layer application mesh, and we protect the data across all those different environments and build it in an AI-infused, I would say, operation model that helps you prevent attacks or do countermeasures if an attack occurs. Let's go to AI for business. So what does AI for business mean? When AI started, all of us, here in the room used AI to create some Christmas cards or to write some poems. I think some use AI as a better search engine for a couple of reasons, or let's summarize some emails or documents. Familiar with that use case? Of course. So, but what do CEOs want from AI? If we're talking to a CEO, what do they want from AI? Really simple: more revenue or fewer cost. So that's quite boring. However, that's the hard thing to achieve, because when we look at the tipping point of when AI brings productivity, there's of course some good use cases already being out there, don't get me wrong, but the real benefit comes when you automate core business processes, the core processes of a company, when you help in automating them, in making them faster, and in run your IT, as I just explained. And running the IT basically is quite simple because it's a structured environment. AI can do that easily. It's harder to AI infuse your business processes. And when we take a look at the industry where we are right now, we're talking about a systems of intelligence. And what does that mean? Today, every major software vendor you know is infusing their technology with AI. And you have a Microsoft Copilot, you have an Agent Force, you have all of this and more. And today, who is the integration point for all of this? It's still you, because you have now to deal with all those agents yourself. So you are in the middle and integrating all that technology. And our belief is that it should more look like this, agentic mesh, how it is more called in the AI space. It's an agent of agent that orchestrates the business tasks no matter which agent in the application is being used. So our tools access the agents of whatever software you use and automate your end-to-end business process, that you get really efficiency with AI and not just support by using 1 or 2 or 3 different front ends. So agent orchestration is the keyword here we're doing. And since we're doing AI for business, our suite comes with out-of-the-box agents that help you in support processes like HR, like finance, like procurement. These are quite easy tasks. And an agent builder for your unique business processes where your value differentiation is. Quickly talking about AI models. The large models are out there, nothing bad about it, but they are not good for specific tasks, they are not good for high performance. So we believe in purpose-built AI models that are very small, that are up to 42 times cheaper than the larger models and with a higher accuracy. So it is a purpose-built AI for what you're doing in business. So if you are in AI development, infusing a product with AI, you should take a look at this. To go to a purpose-built model, all the experts are saying the same. The future is on multi-models that are purpose-built for the use case you wanna bring to life. One model will not be big enough. Then AI should not be evil, and I'm happy that AI does not look like this. But even today, the mankind is still in control, we see AI behaving unfair, behaving biased, drifting away. So an AI model changes its behavior over lifetime. So governance is an important thing, and we have a market-leading governance solution for AI. So in a nutshell, AI for business means you have it purpose-built for business processes and IT processes. You can run it wherever you want, on clouds or sovereign. Agent orchestration is important, high-performance models, and AI governance over lifetime. That's AI for business. Let me quickly come to quantum computing. I said it's not science fiction, it's science fact, and the photo you see here is taken in southern Germany near Stuttgart, where we have built up the first IBM Quantum System 2 outside of the USA. This is a productive quantum computing that is already performing today, and quantum computing will not replace traditional computing, but it is very good in solving high complex tasks like simulation, optimization, research and development activities. And these are the use cases we're currently building with partners on this productive system. If you're interested, you can purchase a time slot on this quantum computer. It's charged by second. Maybe you don't need a second, but it's charged by second. What is important, quantum computers are today still not advanced to traditional computing. But as you see, we're getting there. We want to demonstrate it 2026 that it is advanced to traditional computing, and we will have the first error-corrected quantum computer 2028. And you know, IBM is very conservative, so maybe it happens, okay? So when I'm saying that. So, in a nutshell, wrapping up, AI is great. Do whatever you want with AI, but think about how to infuse your business processes with AI and drive real productivity. Think about how it can help you solve your challenges in your multi-cloud and multi-hybrid environment. Create big data, become a data company, but take care of your data management challenges to get in control of your data before it explodes in your hand. Take care about the hacker, that's obvious. Run on multiple clouds and on-premise, but stay flexible and think about how dependent you are on which supplier and how you can adapt if something is changing. Think about your sovereignty needs wherever you are. And if you're interested in quantum computing, you need to start latest yesterday because the companies are already developing on it. So when the quantum computer is there with that advantage, they will be productive from day one. So it will be a disruption happening very fast. If you want to talk more about that with us, go over there to the IBM booth. Thank you very much for your attention. See you at the booth. Piano, thank you.
Thank you, Christian Geckeis.
Thank you.
From IBM. Thank you very much for that update. What's going on?